Okie dokie. This is gonna be part 2 of the explanation video for Ode to the Truffle Shuffle. And we left off finishing part 1. Alright, D, low D, D, C, G, A, F. And with this 4/4 part, we're trading off between quarter note, eighth notes, and of course eighth notes. Other eighth notes, but and just eighth notes. So now we're flipping from 4/4 to 3/4. Every time we hit that 3/4, it's just eighth notes. And eventually we're going to run into only 3/4. So let me do the 4/4 one, well actually 2 times through with 4/4 to 3/4, 4/4 to 3/4, and then I'll go into the straight 3/4. Okay, so again, it's all the same notes, just figuring out where to apply the 4/4, where to apply the 3/4, and know that whenever you're doing the 3/4, it's always going to be eighth notes. That 4/4 part, you hear me going back and forth from the single quarter note, eighth note of course, to the all eighth notes. Slow down a bit. And, well, now comes the transition. Well, this is about the most forced thing you'll ever hear me do, because it is a forced thing. It's taking our nice, pretty key of C that's only working one thing and throwing out different timing variations of it, and it's all of a sudden just interrupting it in the middle of a D to C, G to F. This is the C key. It's throwing a C sharp note in there, and we're sliding from that C sharp note to that D note. Yes, it does have that return note feel, and we'll get into return notes in a lesson coming very soon. In the next uploads, and we only got 2 videos in our next set of uploads, but trust me, there's gonna be plenty of material. I mean, you ain't gonna get no hours of material or anything like that, but you won't get more than 20 minutes. With this one, well, Except the first time we're not going to that G chord. The first time it's just that slide to that D chord, D fifth chord. And we are letting our low note ring out, but slide from that major seventh, being that C sharp, to that actual D fifth chord. Oh, D fifth. Hold on. How am I gonna explain this properly? Okay, the original side, you can let go and let that full D fifth ring out if you want to, right there. But on that last time, we need to get 2 hits in before we go to that open. That way we have our transition properly with 2/8 notes, 2/8 notes. So just on that final transition. Okay, we are getting ahead of ourselves on the first one. It is just and on the one, we're going back into that. So. Your fourth part is going to be popping that C sharp in there. Going back is not going to sound forced. Going back is going to sound like it's resolving. Why did we do this in the first place? But the second time around, we're going to add that G chord in there, and it's just that. Not many hits at first. Let it ring out for the most part. Oh, like get your own feel though. You know, do your preference. If you practice it. Or just learn from the lesson. It's a lesson in timing, it's a lesson in key changes. Again, this is one of them that I do that does sound a little bit more forced at first. That's why we're kind of playing it, almost treating it as a... That's why we're going into 2 different renditions of fake. We're going into the new part before we transition back 2 different times into the original part, and then finally we do go into the new part, which again, you're just playing that. Off that G fifth, G suspended second, G fifth. We're going to do this 4 times. Twice right now, that way we don't make this too long. And our new main transitional part basically it's just a refrain, but we're doing it in between every section. And it's either going to be that G, F, D one, or this one right here that is A, G, and F sharp. So A suspended second, or A fifth, A suspended second, A, G fifth, G suspended second, G fifth, F sharp fifth to a full F sharp fifth, and let ring. On the final time, we'll slide it out, just let ring on this one. Moving into our third section, first part, we are going to kind of go into a little lead thing. It's not a lead solo because we're repeating the things that we're doing 4 times. It's more of a standout medley of a melody, but it is melody. It's not, we're repeating things. It's just not a lead solo or anything like that. It is a standout melody part is what I would really refer to this as. Just like whenever we get those refrains that we do that actually shape every next piece. I mean, they're refrains. They're definitely refrains. They're also kind of main transitional parts. I mean, a refrain could come, you know, at the beginning of a song and at the end of a song too. Or a refrain could come shaping our verse chorus, moving into an interlude, and then moving back out into the refrain beforehand, shaping that lead solo or interlude, and then moving back out, going back into that refrain, and getting us back fairly to a verse chorus part, but enabling some kind of significant change to whatever that artist is doing. I mean, creativity can be boundless, and the eyes and in the hands and through the mind, so some of the most creative out there. I mean, it can seem endless at times, but everybody's got to follow the rules. I mean, it can seem endless, but there's always a working to it. And it's just learning what all these different workings are. Well, in this one, we're going to kind of integrate our C sharp into our C key. And, well, we're going to smack down a triplet off that middle D, D, F, A. Now, our low A, C, A, C sharp, A, D. We get our little chromatic in there, but we know it's taken from, well, either D or D minor because it's a C sharp note. So, again, and actually we know it's D minor because we have our F note in there. We're not going to an F sharp with this. That's just for once we get back to our little refrain part, our main transitional part, we'll hit that F sharp, but not until then. So again, D, F, A, C sharp, A, D. 4 times. We get to our 3/4 part for this section. Alright, this is going to be, it's a little triplet here. D, F, G, yes, D, F, G, C, G, F, D, 1 and 2. Well, let me get it on the 0. I need to tap a little quicker, don't I? That is not on a 5, is it? 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, I'm having trouble tapping to it. I really am. I'm trying to tap on the G instead of the D for some reason, but 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. I mean, that's the gist of it. And of course, 4 times. After this, we go into, so same notes. In the 3 part, we're going D, F, G, C, G, F, D, D, F, G, C, G, F, D. With the new part, we're not doing a triplet at the start. We're doing D, F, mid D. Now the triplet comes in. D, F, G, C, G, F. That's correct. The F ends it. And that's going to be the 4. We're back to that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 with that. We only have that one piece that's in that 3 timing that I can't tap to for some reason tonight. But those are again very similar notes, but one of them's going to be 3/4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3, and one of them's going to be 4/4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and one of them's going to start with a triplet. One of them starts with the and the triplet comes in after the first sequence. Now, the last part is a little bit of a just classical jingle off of the low notes, and all off your D5th chord. So D, A, mid D, back to A. So again, D, A, D, A, F, pull off to D. Okay, one more time. D, A, D, A, F, pull off to D. D, A, pull off to D, D, A, G, pull off to D, D, A, F, pull off to D, D, A, E, pull off to D, D, A, C, pull off to A, D, A, C, slide to D. Well, that is correct. So I'm not going to say it again. That it just do that twice. Again, what I will do, so F, A, G, F, E, C. Slide C to D. It is D, A, C to D. And, well, back to the main transitional parts, but this time we do both of them. Just a little better for now. I could hear it. Back to that main transitional part, except this time you guys. Last time we started on the A. This time we're doing it properly. It's always going to be the F sharp ending, but G suspended, or I'm sorry, G fifth, G suspended second, G fifth, A fifth, F suspended second, A fifth, full D fifth chord, D suspended second chord, D suspended second, D, A suspended second, A, G suspended second, G, A, sharp fifth to a full F sharp fifth. So like and again, we're not sliding out of it until the very last time, so we hold it. And our next part starts with E fifth to F sharp fifth, E fifth to F sharp fifth. E fifth to F sharp fifth, G fifth, G fifth, G fifth. Triplets, D, E, F sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp starts it all over again. And eventually you're going to land on the, well, and slide from C sharp to D, while muting the notes around it and knocking on that D note a couple more times to help emphasize the rhythm guitarist slide to the G, the. That's the same thing as you're just helping out. Alright. They rejoin for a certain amount of time before going into the next part. So what's meant to happen if you have two guitarists, one person breaking off and playing this, but you start in tandem. You start, what's the word? Tandem will work for now. And one guitarist breaks off for 2-4 measures. Back to it for 2 measures at very least. And then the new part starts, which is just half step slide to F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F, G, E, all 5th chords. 2-note 5th chords are fine. Except that final time, it's actually gonna be, which is slide to F sharp twice, and then E 5th, F 5th, F sharp 5th, which gets held for a minute. Alright, there's a break off to this one also, a little lead that goes on top of it, and that's just going to be a slide to an F sharp, C sharp, B, C sharp, D, C sharp, B, F sharp, C sharp, E 5th, F 5th, and F sharp 5th. Again, the 2 guitars are converging. That's the word I'm looking for. Converge. Both guitars would converge on that. You're gonna hear the rhythm guitars play the same thing. Again, the lead though, oh, I'm wrong actually, I'm sorry. F sharp, C sharp. I have a chromatic going on here, so it's actually B, C, C sharp, D, C sharp, B the first time. The second time you're going to go to the C note and you're just going to bend it to the C sharp. You just and let it bend back. I mean, these keys are linked. We're not playing that B note anymore, so it kind of, we're kind of changing our key back to that chromatic little thing just for that instant, just for that one little, and then we have our second chromatic coming up, so it kind of goes together. Does not sound forced. It sounds like it's more meant to be than okay. So, and again, this is intended also. I mean, I accept this because I like the song. I like playing this. Is how this is what preference does. This is, if you tried the same theory, you would come up with something different, I'm sure. And that's what I'm encouraging. Or same type of theory, I mean, just different workings. It's what comes to you and sounds good that's worth keeping. But the more that inspires and influences, the more you have to work with, the more you know, the more options there are. Well, one more time. F sharp, C sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, B. One more time. F sharp, C sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, C sharp, B. There we go. F sharp, C sharp, E fifth, F fifth, F sharp fifth. Second time, slide down to that F sharp, C sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, C sharp, that C bend, F sharp, C sharp, except slide to the F sharp, C sharp, and then the whole E fifth, F fifth, F sharp fifth. But we're also going to have that whole that's what's going to be playing on top of it. So F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, F fifth, G fifth, E fifth, F sharp, E fifth, F fifth, F sharp fifth. Eventually the guitars converge. Guitars converge again. Play it twice. Main transition part. Refrain. Time we get to slide out of it. Well, that final section is the only section we just don't have a 3/4 part for. We do some triplets within it. We don't have a 3/4 part there. I think that's a nice touch on it. We got 3 with 3/4 parts. The final one doesn't need it. It's just this heavy integrated part working that. I mean, we have finally integrated the keys of C and D. They are fully integrated. We are using F sharp, C sharp, C, F, it's all in. It seems to actually lean towards the key of D at this point over the key of C for this specific section. The key of C seems to be more the complementary. It seems to want to go to the F sharp and the C sharp. They just seem to dominate a little bit more. That's not. We're not hitting the F and the C. We're going after the sharps. They just seem to dominate a little more. Same with the slides. We're going to the F sharp to the C sharp. We're not going F to C. This is the one main piece to where the key of D really does dominate. But again, we've got such heavy chromatics and heavy integrations going on here. We have everything showing up on top of each other, just working off of each other in its specific order, which creates the rules for the piece. And well, that's what I was able to pick out of it. Falls back into that main riff, and one more time. But it's one of those deals to where I only have 4 of them to show for it, but you could create off of this forever. I mean, it's just picking pieces that fit to that main transitional riff, that main transitional part, and just figuring out just what sounds good, what can be used, what can connect with the other songs. And that, my hopes is that the next one that shows up will be the new second part, because that part where that goes from the key of C to the purposeful transition into that, with that C sharp note, setting up that A sharp transition out, I mean, that would just sound, well, I guess that's not it actually. What part was I hoping that would show up next? That wouldn't be it. I want that part to end on the edge, or has to go there first. It can't go there first. Cannot go there first. I guess it would be between parts 1 and 3, but oh yeah, that would be it actually. But something that complements the second part or complements the fourth part more, giving those parts more identity. Just something that would show up in between that, like, either in between the second and the third part, or the third and the fourth part. Just give the song more identity either with the fourth part or the second part. And whether if it's going to give it more identity with the second part, hopefully it shows up as a fourth part. If it's going to give it more identity with the fifth part, hopefully it shows up as a third part. I think that's how I was thinking it. Just unlimited possibilities for creativity, but what do you choose to keep? What really benefits you? And I mean, that's what I search for. So, what we do and what helps. And well, whenever we're challenging ourselves and we're playing and we're trying to be as creative as possible while still putting the not only applying the theory, but also making the application to where it's interesting still, years later, playing the same old songs. That's kind of the test of time. And, I mean, don't hesitate to look for them early and connect them later. It's just a matter of sound collection. That's kind of what I do. So, be creative, keep at it, and, well, I think that kind of does it for the Truf Shop lesson. Yeah, alright. Hope it was enjoyable. Hope it was informative. And we get to a couple. We got one more video, and then we get to the next set of songs. Here we go.